G'day guys, my name's Nick and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, as some of you guys might know, if you follow me on the other social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram, you'll know that recently I have become an ambassador for Oricom UHF Radios. So I've been running the Oricom radio in my vehicle for the last probably 2.5 years. So it was one of the earlier things that I did fit to the vehicle, and I've also been running their aerial kit on the front of the vehicle and also a battery sense monitor and a couple of other little bits and pieces. So in today's video I'm going to talk about some of the new Oricom products to hit the market, and I'm also going to show you some of the Oricom products that I've been running on the vehicle for a couple of years now and how they've been going. So stay tuned and we'll get stuck into it. Alright guys, so the first product I'm going to talk about is the DTX600 5-watt UHF CB radio. So the first thing you're going to notice about this radio is that it is completely water and dust proof. So it is IP67 rated, water and dust proof, so very similar to your mobile phones nowadays. You can fully submerge them underwater, you can get them really dusty and you can wash them off if you have to. So they are super reliable, and they are also very hardy as well, so they can take a bit of a beating, which is exactly what you want from a handheld radio. You don't want to have to worry about this thing getting a bit of water on it or a bit of dust in it, because they're the conditions that it's going to be living in, and you really want to know that it's going to last the test of time in these conditions. So you can be guaranteed that this DTX600, being completely water and dust proof, IP67 rated, it is definitely going to last the test of time. So it is also a very good size, so it's a decent size in your hand, and it is one of the more powerful handheld radios you can get, being a 5-watt radio. So in the DTX600 kit you get the DTX600 radio, you get the battery pack, so this is a lithium ion battery pack. You also get a fast charging dock, and then with the dock you can have two choices of charging this unit. So you can use a 12 volt socket there, or you can just charge it off your normal 240 volt socket in the house. So you can also potentially mount this in the vehicle somewhere, double-sided tape or Velcro, and then you can have that sort of hardwired and sitting there, and you can have it charging on the go. So with the lithium ion battery pack you have up to 30 hours of operation time. So that's pretty impressive from a handheld radio. So I've had handhelds before that run off little batteries, so off AA batteries, and then you recharge those, and honestly I'd only get maybe a couple of hours if I was lucky out of those. So that's the main reason that I've upgraded to this DTX600 today, is because I really wanted a high quality handheld radio for talking between cars, and also for somebody spotting me on the tracks, or when somebody's going away from the camp they can take the handheld radio and I can talk to them from the car. So it's really handy having a really high quality handheld radio, especially one that is water and dust proof as well, so you don't have to really worry about it. So with the DTX600 you just have the little dial on top here which you can adjust the volume with, and also turn the unit on and off. So you can also scroll through the different channels using this button, and you can do a search with this button as well, and also access the main menu. So on the side of the unit you have a talk button here, and you also have a button to turn on the squelch and turn off the squelch. There you go. You always have that off though, mainly. So on this side you also have a microphone input, so you can have a microphone or speaker input depending on what you want to run. And on the back you have a really high quality clip here which can clip onto your belt. So I also like the addition here of this little loop. So this is perfect for attaching to a lanyard or something to hang around your neck if you're using the unit on the go. So it's a really good idea. Chuck a lanyard on there and you can throw it around your neck, and you'll never lose it. So it's a really good feature to have that hoop there, and I really like that. So other than that, those are the basic functions of the unit. It's a high quality handheld radio, water, dust proof, and it also has a heap of cool features as well. So the next product I want to talk about is the little MMM100 magnetic microphone mount. So this is a universal mount for your UHF handheld radio, so the one that you mount in the car. So let's jump into the car and I'll show you guys how it works. Alright guys, so we're in the car now, and this is a universal microphone mount, so a universal magnetic microphone mount. And basically how it works is this replaces your standard microphone mount in your vehicle. So this would say replace my mount here, and this mount here, as you can see, has the little magnetic insert. So if we replace my standard little slip-in unit here with the magnetic one, and this little bit here goes on the back of our microphone. So we flip that over, and it basically just slides on here, and then there's a little grub screw that goes in there, and then we can use our little microphone mount as a magnetic mount. How good's that? So it's like a universal magnetic mount for your UHF handpiece, which is awesome. I think that's a great idea. So you can mount that wherever you want in your vehicle, and then you've instantly got a magnetic handpiece for your UHF radio. How good's that? So you can get rid of this old slide-in style and replace it with the magnetic mount. So I think that's a really great idea. So now I'm going to talk to you guys about the DTX4200X Dual Receive Radio. So I've been running in my vehicle for the last 2.5 years, the DTX4200. So this is the previous model, and they've just recently upgraded it to the DTX4200X. So what this brings with the new model, the DTX4200X, is a completely new and upgraded handpiece and line. So with the upgraded handpiece, they have completely upgraded the line. They've upgraded the handpiece. It's a larger size now, so it's more ergonomic. It fits in your hand a lot nicer. The speaker buttons have been upgraded, and also the size of the speaker and how loud it can go have been upgraded as well. So if you guys have been researching UHFs, you may know, if you've looked at the Oricom units, that they are the only one on the market that offer the dual receive function. So say if you are driving on the highway, say you're a caravaner or you're towing, you're a truckie, stuff like that, or if you are a four-wheel driver, you will want to listen to channel 40 for the trucking info, to listen to what's going on the road conditions and things like that. But you also might want to talk to your mate on another channel and not disturb channel 40. So what you can do with the dual receive radio is you can actually listen to 2 channels at once and get the updates, and you can communicate on whatever channel you want. So you quite easily just swap between the channels, and you can also change the volume on each of the channels as well. So this unit is also IP54 dust and splash resistant. It is rugged and reliable construction, so it's rock solid construction. It's a nice die cast aluminium construction on the unit, and then you have a really nice solid handpiece as well. And you also do get a 5-year warranty with this UHF radio, so that's pretty impressive as well. So let's jump in the car and I'll show you guys some of the upgrades I've done to the handpiece. So some of you guys might know I've been running the DTX4200 radio in my vehicle for probably the last 2.5 years. So now I've just recently upgraded to the DTX4200X. So what that does is basically upgrades the handpiece. So this is the DTX4200 handpiece, and you can see that it is quite a bit smaller than the DTX4200X handpiece, and some of the buttons have been rearranged and also changed a little bit as well. So other than that, they have completely upgraded the line. So that is the only issue I've had with the UHF over the last 2.5 years, is the line started to split. Well, not the line, just the casing on the line. So the way that I have my UHF installed is I have it coming under this trim here, and you can see now I've put a bit of conduit here. So I believe the main reason this bottom section on my line was splitting was because of it going under this trim. So what I've done now is put a little bit of conduit on there to protect the new line, and also it's coming up under here, which was pulling down on this bit as well. So I usually put that in behind there just to stop it tapping on my leg, but what it did was put a little bit too much pressure on this line, I think, and it just sort of made the casing split there. So the main thing is that with the new DTX4200X handpiece is they have completely upgraded the line as well, so it can take a lot more tension without obviously fraying and getting damaged. So what I've done there is just sort of put a few little things there, like the conduit under here to prevent it from rubbing, and also just change the angle so there's not quite as much tension on this line. So I think now this should be perfectly fine, so it won't cause any issues. So now that they've upgraded the line and the handpiece, I think this will work really well. So the main reasons that I like the DTX4200X are because this is a dual receive radio, and it is very simple to get your head around all of the settings and all of the different buttons. So I really like this radio, and I love having it in the vehicle, and it has been working awesome ever since I've had it. Okay guys, so now I've talked about some of the new products to hit the market from Oricom. Now what I'll do is talk about some of the products I've been running on my vehicle for the last couple of years and how they've gone. Okay guys, so I've been running the Oricom UHF aerials for the last 2.5 years now, and I can say these things are awesome. So I am very surprised at how well this 3.5 dBi aerial actually works. So what you get with this town and country pack, they've named it something different now, but 2.5 years ago it was called a town and country pack. So they've named it, I think it's an outback pack or something now. So you get two aerials in one. So basically what you do with this aerial is you can screw the cap off here. So you have a little end cap, and then if you are going into the outback, into some wide open plains out west, you can screw on your aerial extension, and there's a little grub screw in there which you just nip up, and then you have your aerial extension up there. So what this 6.5 dBi aerial extension does is it extends your range a heap. So this extension will extend your range in wide open country, so it's perfect for open plains and long distances. When we get home, we can screw that aerial extension off quite easily. Put that in the garage and you can put your little cap back on. And now what we've done is transformed our aerial into a 3.5 dBi little whip. So it's a little fiberglass aerial there. And this is perfect for if you need to get your vehicle into a garage, like my garage. The 6.5 dBi extension does not fit in my garage. It's a little bit too tall. So it's perfect to be able to do that. And it means you don't have to run one of those little fold down aerial mounts and that sort of thing. So I think this is a great idea to be able to have that option of running the 6.5 or the 3 dBi. But over the last 2.5 years, we haven't been out west. We haven't done too much four-wheel driving in large open areas. So I have just left the 3.5 dBi aerial on there, and it honestly has been absolutely awesome. So this 3.5 dBi is great for hilly country. It can transmit the signal in sort of a big bubble around the car, whereas the 6.5 dBi aerial throws the signal out like this. So when we do some trips out west, or if we go up north to the Cape, I'll absolutely be screwing that 6.5 dBi aerial extension on here and making sure that I can get the best communication. So I'm pretty stoked with how this aerial has been going, and I definitely recommend it to anybody. So the other little thing that I've been running from Oricom on my vehicle is the Oricom battery sense monitors. So these are a little monitor that sit between your positive and negative terminals on your battery, and they actually link to a Bluetooth app. So they link to the Oricom battery sense monitor app, and basically what you can do from this app is read out live data from your battery. You can also see previous data from cranking, starting, charging, and also when you've been driving. I have one of these on my main battery and also one on my secondary battery in the back of the vehicle there. So the Oricom battery sense monitor actually alerted me to the fact that my factory battery was starting to die. So I was luckily able to get to it soon enough before I had starting issues to replace the battery with an upgraded one. So I've got the Sentry Overlander battery now, and this has been working great. So it's really good to have a little thing like this to monitor your battery usage and also how it's performing. So you can catch little issues before they actually eventuate into a larger one down the track. So this would be great for anybody traveling. You know, if you need to monitor your battery use in your caravan or even in your camper trailer, you can have one of these on your camper or in your car and also monitor it via the app. So I think you can have like 4 of these running off the same app, so it's pretty cool. Okay guys, so that's pretty much all the Oricom products that I'm using in and on the vehicle at the moment, and I'm really stoked with how they've been going over the last couple of years, and also I'm really keen to keep testing out the new products that I've just recently got. So as some of you might know, if you follow me on other social media platforms, I have just recently become an Oricom ambassador. So what that means is I can offer you guys, my viewers and subscribers, some really great discounts on all of their products. So I can give you guys a discount code for 15% off their complete range. So what I'll do is I'll drop the code down in the comments below and in the description of the video, so you guys can follow that to their website and also save yourself 15% off any of their products. So thanks a lot for watching guys. If you did enjoy today's video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more full driving, accessory fitting, maintenance and review videos. Cheers guys.